Reminder that when you have a misunderstanding with someone, you should clear it out once and twice and just let it be. Because if you do not give that person space to process that emotion, and you are the one who is always texting, you are the one who is always addressing things in the friendship or the bonding or whatever it is. Well, in this case, I'm talking about my manifesting buddy. So she messaged me today morning through some other platform. Basically, she mailed me something because she thought I had blocked her, and so that's the thing. What I wanted to communicate by this video is, what I wanted to communicate through this video is that you should always have this self concept that people meet you halfway. People, when you put efforts for someone, they also put efforts back for you. You should not be the only one who keeps on trying. You should not be normalizing this dynamic that okay, do whatever you want, I am always here to make amends for whatever you have done. So what happens is that when we might come as a form of love for the other person when we do these things, but it doesn't actually help the relationship, because relationships. And when I say relationship, please don't confuse it with only romantic relationship, because in this case I'm not even talking about a romantic relationship, but I do in the back of my mind, a romantic relationship also counts. Because when I'm saying such things, it applies to every kind of relationship, whether it's a friendship, romantic relationship, or it's just a relationship you have with your subordinates, or maybe your managers, maybe your juniors, or whatever it is. It applies to everyone, because everyone deserves respect, everyone deserves double sided efforts. So with my manifesting buddy, it started initially with the confusion, and then it went into a limit wherein I was the only one trying and she was not doing anything. And then she even has the audacity to tell me that how to process my emotions. It felt like she's it felt like somebody is trying to control the way I do things. It felt like somebody is trying to tell me how to process my emotions, and I am never the person who likes to actually entertain such kind of things, because individuality is something which I very much maintain. I will let, for example, if my friend is someone named Rishika, so I would let her be Rishika. I would never let her be me, or I would not drag her to be me or to fit in my boxes, because I appreciate individuality in each and every person. And if you can't be yourself with me, then there's no point in having fun in that friendship. So that's what I always believe in. So I never force the other person to be like me, but I also try to understand them in their ways of thinking. But I also expect the same thing from others. What confusion happens is when people think that you will do just anything to keep them in your life, and they want you to even be like them, when you never force them to be like you. So that's where all the confusion arises. And the fault here is your own self, because you let things be this way. So initially, me and my manifesting body had some misconception, had some misunderstandings, had some problems with each other. And the main problem was that we were communicating things on the messages, and in messages you never get to know somebody's tone, somebody's way of interpreting it or anything like that, and you misunderstand it according to your current state. And that's what actually happened. She misunderstood my tone, I misunderstood her tone, and that's where all the confusion started. Then when it went into not communicating what was inside of our mind, it went into some other level, and then it went into ghosting, misunderstandings, heated arguments, and all those kind of stuffs. And this person is someone who is like my sister. I have always guided her the way she wanted in her life, and she has always been there for me when I needed her the most in my manifesting journey. And even in general also, she was one of the well wishers I had, and I was one of the well wishers she had. But instead of meeting me halfway, she started ignoring me because I let things be like that. So what happens is that I'm very protective about few things, and so I would keep on trying to overextend my efforts when I feel like the other person should also do the same. So I give myself the excuse, okay, this person is XYZ reasons for not behaving the way I want them to behave, and then I let things be like that, and I think that's what backfired in our friendship. So I overextended myself so much that she went into the extent of, not trying to understand my needs, not trying to understand my point of view. She keeps on talking about her point of view, and she keeps on being arrogant about it. So one thing I would like to tell you guys is, this is about a general friendship I'm talking about, but in your relationship you should never be blocking your partner. You should be communicating your needs to them, and they should be communicating their needs to you. You guys should be transparent to each other. You guys should understand each other and be each other's support system. In times when you have a fight, you should try to see it as a team. You should not be, it's me and my partner. It should be us with the problem. So it's not about winning the argument with them. It's about understanding what this particular situation is trying to teach us. Take the lesson and move ahead. It's not about winning a fight with your partner, or seeing who is stronger in winning arguments. Because what happens is that when you come through that kind of psychology, you would try to hurt that person by saying something or the other which offends them. And your intention is never to offend the other person. Your intention is to actually make them understand your point of view, but that should not come across as something arrogant or something like that. Okay, so we all know that nobody in this world wants to hurt their partner, nor does your partner wants to hurt you, at least not intentionally, and you also won't be hurting this person intentionally. But certain words or said in anger, or certain actions done in anger, can actually hamper the flow of the relationship. So that's where I'm trying to educate you guys, because like I've learned a lot from a lot of things in my life. So once learned is fine. Second is you need to apply it, because if you don't apply it, you are standing in the same position where you were. It's when somebody asks you to change yourself, in certain behaviors, it is never about, changing your own nature. It's about how you react to certain situations. So nobody is your enemy, neither is your friend, nor is the peon who gave you an advice, suppose in office for something. Nobody is against you. What the problem happens is when somebody tries to give you an advice and you start defending it, is because you interpret it as something like, as if like you are not being respected and you are not being able to be yourself in front of them. It's never about that. It's just about how you react on certain things that really matters. So that's about the thing. You should only be understanding what is being said in a rational way and try to implement it, so that emotionally you both are fine, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a relationship or whether it is anything at all. So that's about it. I think enough of lecture for today, because I just felt like it's something which should always be talked about in relationships, and we tend to actually we focus only on manifesting the relationship, and not on certain behaviors wherein we should be critical about them and they should be critical about us. So if you see, so that's why people always say that if somebody blocked you, please stop talking to them through any other medium, because if you keep on talking to them through some any other medium, you will escalate things more, and you cannot go back to the normal dynamic, because you make things normal for the other person to be, like, treating you this way, and they might not come across as a ill way of they might not, I don't know how to say this actually, I'm using all the wrong words for this. So basically they get comfortable not being normal with you, and it is about mutual. So you should not be the only one who is prompting a message with them, you should not be the only one who is initiating things. It should come both ways. That's very, very important, because if it doesn't come both ways, it's actually a very unbalanced kind of dynamic, and understanding is very much important. You can understand your friend, you can understand your partner, but you can also expect them to put efforts for you or do things for you, because without that, a relationship is not a relationship, it would be a one-sided thing. So that's the thing. You deserve respect, you deserve love, you deserve equal efforts, and it's not something which is very, actually, it's not something which is very expensive to ask for. It's just that you need to give that person some time to process things and come back to you. That's all. Okay, thank you.